Hi everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. My name is Andy in case you're new here, and today I brought you these gorgeous pumpkin earrings. They're very fall, like very autumnish, so I hope that you will enjoy the process making them. They don't require much of experience of crocheting before, they don't take much time as well to be made, and of course don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel and hype it. And if you're ready, let's get started. We will need to have the following materials for these earrings. I'm going to use these two colors of size 2 cotton yarns. These ones are the ones that you would use for amigurumi projects. These ones are scrap yarns, but you really don't need much of them. Then we will need to have a 2.5 millimeter crochet hook, a yarn needle, a scissor, some filler, and then 2 earring hangers. We will start by making a slip knot. Just insert 2 of your fingers, rotate it, and grab the longer yarn, pull it out. Insert the crochet hook and chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then with the first row, we're going to yarn over. Have a look. And this stitch, which is going to be our first one, insert here, grab the yarn, and this first loop that we created, we are going to pull over in the other 2, just like this. Then yarn over, next loop, next stitch, grab the yarn, again the first loop, we are going to pull over in the other 2. Yarn over, insert, and pull over in the other 2. Yarn over, insert, pull over in the other 2. Again, pull over in the other 2. Again, pull over in the other 2. We arrive to the last one, yarn over, and then the first stitch, first loop, we are going to pull over in the other 2. This was our first row. We're going to chain 1, turn the work, and yarn over. Have a look. We are going to work from now on in the back stitch only, the back loop. So this one, grab the yarn. This is our first loop. We're going to pull over in the other 2. We are going to continue always in the back loop, and always the first loop we pull over in the next 2. Yarn over, insert, and pull over, yarn over, first pull over in the next 2, yarn over, first loop, pull over in the next 2, yarn over, and then pull over in the next 2. We have one more stitch left to go. Yarn over, back loop, first loop, we pull over in the next 2. We are done with our second row. Altogether we need to have 11 rows, so we will start with our third row. Chain 1, turn the work, Again, we will be working in the back loops. So from now on, all the time we are working on the back loops. All the rows are going to look the same exact way. So yarn over, back loop only, grab over, first loop, pull over in the second two, yarn over, and pull over in the next two, yarn over, pull over in the next two, and then pull over in the next two. So this was our third row. We need to have altogether 11 rows. So I will wait you here once we're finished with the 11th row. Now that we are done with 11 rows, we are going to chain 1 and fold it in 2. We're gonna grab this yarn here and put it on the side. I'm going to show you how to get rid of that part. We're going to work on the back loop, okay? So first we're going to have a look how this yarn is. We're going under, we grab the yarn and we make a slip stitch. Get the next one, next back loop. Now this yarn is going to be under, and grab the yarn. We're going to make a slip stitch. Next back loop. Now this yarn again is up. Grab the yarn and make a slip stitch. Next back loop. I'm bringing it down. Yarn and slip stitch. Next back loop, getting it up and slip stitch. Next back loop, bringing it down under, grab the yarn and slip stitch. And finally we have arrived to the last one, so the last back loop. This one bringing it up. This one bringing it up. Grab the yarn and make a slip stitch. So we just sew it together. Now I'm going to chain 1, leave a longer tail, and we can cut it. This yarn that we just crocheted over is nicely hidden, so we can actually get rid of that too. But be careful not to cut the other yarn. I'm going to pull this yarn out and kind of secure it. Need to turn to the opposite side out. Okay, so I'm going to rotate it out. Just like this. Going to grab the yarn needle, and we started from this side, so I just brought it to the same side, the yarn where we were stopped. I'm going to insert it on my finger, kind of want to understand where I start, and here I'm going to do in a zigzag motion, out, and the next one in, and then out, in, and then out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, and the last one out. And now we're going to pull onto it, which is going to close this gap. And I'm trying to look for the middle way and trying to pull this yarn up. Now we're going to add the fillers. Make sure that you're nicely cushion it out everywhere inside. It's going to make the difference. All right, and now again we're going to start in a point, and it's a zigzag motion. We are going to close the top part. We're still not pulling onto that. And I think we reached to the initial starting point, and then we are going to pull onto that. So it's nicely closed up. Now it might not have the shape yet that you were desired, but now we're going to make a couple of adjustments, so it's going to make it nice and pumpkinish. So I'm going to insert an initial starting point. I'm going to guide it towards the down center point. Yeah. Going to pull onto that. You see, it's going to make that nice and more flat, I would say. And now have a look at this yarn. We're going to pull it from outside, and we are from the middle here, and we get back into the initial middle point. So this one will be here. Going to pull, make like kind of like a division point in between the two. So I'm just gonna put it in the right spot. So I'm gonna put it back. I'm going to try to guide up to the middle, to the top center point. And have a look. So we had here one of this yarn, right? And now I'm going to do the same exact thing on the other side. And going back in the initial center point. I'm gonna pull onto that. Going to pull it up, try to guide it up to the top point again. So we have in this side as well a nice division. And then we are just going to be inserting back this crochet yarn needle and try to secure the yarn. Okay. It's much easier if you have a better yarn needle. I definitely have to go and get a new one right now because the work is much harder with these big ones. Okay, and once you're done with that, then we can cut this excess yarn. So the little pumpkin part is ready. Now we will create the top part of the pumpkin. So we will need to create a slip knot. Insert to your finger, twist it, pull it through, grab the crochet hook, tighten, and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Then in the second chain, make a single crochet, 1, and then we have the last chain here. We're going to make a single crochet as well, just like this. Then chain 1, leave some tail, cut the yarn, pull out the excess yarn, add the yarn needle, and in the center area insert your needle, pull it through, and it's going to stop exactly the place where we have this top part. So I'm going to bring it down to the center area in the bottom, just like this. I'm going to insert the yarn needle on the other side as well. I'm going to bring it down exactly the same way from the middle area. I'm going to tie it in the middle. 1 and twice. And now we just need to hide these excess yarns and just make a couple of stitches just to hide. Just like this. You can cut this one. Going to do the same with the other one as well. Okay, and now that our little pumpkin is ready, we just need to add the earring hangers. I'm going to insert it on the top part of this earring, just like this. Then we can close it. And our little cute pumpkin earring is ready. And of course, don't forget to make another one from this one. So our pumpkin earrings just got ready, and I hope that you enjoy the process making them. I think they turned out extremely cute. Please let me know in the comment section how it went, if you had any difficulties, or how your earring turned out in general. I would love to see your earring, so if you would like to, you can share it with me on the YouTube community section, or also if you would like to show it in other social media platforms as well, don't forget to tag me. Of course, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel and hype it, and I'll see you very soon in my next tutorial as well. Take care and see you very soon.